Well, I live in the Netherlands. A lot of people think I live in the United States because of my videos, but we'll talk about that later. I live in the Netherlands. I'm a road cyclist right now, but I started in BMX racing when I was like 4.5 years old. We had a BMX track in our town where I lived, and my brother started BMX riding, and I started like a year later. And that's my life. Like BMX racing has been there for always, and I don't know anything else than that until 2013. So I did it for a pretty long time.
Right.
I sucked at it pretty bad at the beginning, but eventually I did get better, and I started getting podiums, national and international. So I did get some nice trophies with the BMX career, and then I sort of transferred to the road bike eventually. Um, that had everything to do with my career and my choice to go into flying. Well, choice. Well, I got selected in a flight academy, and I could start my flight school, and that was in 2012. So a combination of BMX racing and flying an airplane together wasn't that good. So I sort of stopped with the BMX, and then I transferred to road cycling. And that's when I started doing those videos. So I never watched the Tour de France because it's boring. And I was always for the short, BMX racing, 30 seconds, full gas, whole shot, get it to the first line, first corner, and then boom. And then I started road cycling, and I sort of discovered, how much fun it can be. And yeah, now we are a couple of years later, and I'm racing, and I've had my best adventures and best memories on the road bike ever. So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I got to experience two worlds of cycling, and that was really interesting. And I started. I asked. I can't remember who or how it went, but I was trying to get a license in the US and started racing. So I asked, like, which category should I be racing? And they said, oh, you have a USCI license? Well, you can choose between 2 or 3. And I asked the buddy that I was riding with. He said, well, just go for 2 because you're way too strong for the 3s. So I started in riding in US in Cat 2 straight away. And that's where I just stayed because it was always P1-2 races. So I was racing pros anyway. So it doesn't matter. I was racing in the P1-2, and I was racing like the strongest amateur sprinters in the country, which happened to be in LA, and racing all these local crits, and also the California State Championship and all that stuff. So it was really cool to be there and racing those guys. It was crazy. There was 120-kilometer winds forecasted, and it's insane. Literally, after 5 minutes, we turn right after the neutralization. Like 5 minutes, we turn right. There's a crosswind. Boom! Entire field. It's like a bomb. It's explosion, and it's stretched out. We're miles away, and it drop. Everybody keeps dropping, and it splits up in groups. If you're not in the first group, you're done. And the crazy thing about the road races in Holland, they close down all the roads, but only for 5 to 10 minutes. So that means if you are riding in the second or the third or the fourth group, and you're freaking riding as if your life is depending on it, but you're too far away from the guys that are leading a race, they take you out and you can go to the shower. It's done. The planning phase of every trip was longer and more extensive in the beginning, because of course I had to find out for every single destination where I was going. I had to find out, okay, where's my hotel? Where's the bike shop? Where can I get a bike? Then where can I ride my bike? Where can I get food? How long can my ride be? How long do I have at this destination? What time zone am I in? Am I going to be riding in the morning, or am I going to be riding in the night or in the middle of the night? I've had 24-hour layovers in Hong Kong where I was literally riding in the middle of the night, because that's what the time when I was up and my body was up.
Exactly.
which was very nice because there was nobody on the street. And this gave me 4 rides. So I would fly there and then do my first ride after the flight. And then the next day I would have all day for cycling. The day after I would have all day for cycling. And the day after, day 3, I would still have 4 hours of riding in the morning, then get my bike back, pack up my bags, eat, and get in the plane and fly back home. Do reviews right now. I'm working on a big video of my Canyon. Yep. So I've been riding the Air Road for 5 years. That's basically the first road bike I bought. And people have been asking me to do a review, and people have so many questions about the bike since I started the YouTube channel. And I now decided to do a review. And it's totally my own initiative. It's not because of Canyon asked me, but I just wanted to make a video about my bike. So I'm going to launch that pretty soon. Probably it's already up when this podcast is live. So go check it out. One other thing is I try to read and reply on all my comments. Yeah. So when I have a video that has 100 replies, 100 comments on the video, I would read all of them, and I would apply, try to reply or react on pretty much everything when there's something to reply. So when people ask me stuff in the comments, they will always get an answer.
The N+1, global yet very local cycling podcast, brought to you by Lowlands Cycling.